good morning, first grade. Happy Wednesday. So for today's math assignment, we're going to start off with group champions. Champions, you turn in your math books to page 325. Now for today's math, you'll basically be able to identify 1/2 and 1/3. You'll be able to solve two-digit subtraction problems, and also you'll be dealing with the given amount, a different amount of coins. So let's look at number one. Number one wants us to write the answer. Here we have 3 plus 8 minus 4. 3 plus 8 minus 4. Let's begin. Start off with 3 plus 8. And that answer is 11. Yes, 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 there. Next. 11 minus 4. What is 11 minus 4? That will give us our answer. 7. That is correct. So the answer is 3 plus 8 minus 4 equals 7. So for number one, take your time when you working with the signs. Make sure you work with the addition and subtraction signs to see what order they are in. Now as we move on to number two asks us what time will it be 2 hours later. So we're going to work on an example for that one. So let's look at the first time we have here. It looks like the hour hand is on 5 and the minute hand is on 6. So I start the one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that time on this set clock is 5:30. But the question asks us what time will be 2 hours later. 2 hours later. So simply 5 plus 2 for this one. 5 plus 2. And that is 7. So 2 hours later, the time will be 7:30. All right, let's look at our next time. Notice the hour hand is pointing to 2, and that minute hand is on 10. Let's figure out what hand that is. Let's count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So this clock right here is set to 2:50, and we're looking for 2 hours later. 2:50. Okay, so of course, write the 50. So simply 2 hours later, 2 plus 2, since it's 2 hours plus the 2 o'clock time, that is 4. So all we have to do is write 450. Okay? As you move on to number 3, it says write the differences. Let's take a look at number 4. Number 4 says color the shapes that are divided into halves, yellow. Color the shapes that are divided into thirds, red. So halves means 2 sides, and thirds mean there are 3 sides. Notice this triangle right here, there are 1, 2. There are 2 sides, so this is a half. And what about the square? 1, 2. There's 2 sides. So you should color that one. You should color it yellow. Now let's look at this one. It's divided into how many sides does this circle have? 1, 2, 3. There's 3 sides, so that's thirds. You will color that one red. Okay. So take your time. If there are 3 parts to it, 3 sections to it, you color it red. And then if there are 2 parts for half, you will color that one yellow. Now let's flip the page over to 326. It says draw the coins needed to buy each item. And notice you have different set of items, so you have to draw the coins. Okay, so here we have a ball that's worth 40 cents. And simply, you can use a quarter, use a dime, a nickel, penny. You just simply have to add your coins together. So let's work on a few examples. We're trying to get to 40 cents. So, start off with a quarter. That's 25. And you can do this any way how you want. But we could do a few examples. 25 plus a dime. That's 35. Plus a nickel. That's 40. However, if you didn't want to use a quarter, a dime, and a nickel, I can just simply use dimes. Because all I need is 40 cents. And 4 dimes, we count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40. That'll give 40 cents. So you can use any amount of coins you want to use, as long as it equals the amount that they are asking for. Let's work on another example. Okay, let's take a look over here. This item is worth 75 cents. Now I can use nickels, I can use pennies, I can use quarters, so whatever you want to use. But simply, I'm going to use quarters. And a quarter is worth 25 cents. So how many quarters do I need to make 75? Let's see, 25, 50, that's 2, 75, 3 quarters. So that's how you solve the problem for number 1. And then as you move on to number 2, you simply write the sums. Now let's take a look at number 2, the very last question. It has 174 plus 258. So let's start in ones place. 8 plus 4. What is 8 plus 4? We know that's 12. 2 then goes down bottom. And 1 goes up top over here to our next neighbor, which is the tens place. So 1 plus 7. What is 1 plus 7? That is 8. Now what's 8 plus 5? 8 plus 5 is 13. Notice the 3 goes here for 13, and then 1 goes over here. Now let's add 1 plus 1. As we know, that is 2. And what is 2 plus 2? That is 4. So the answer to 174 plus 258 will give you 432.